have a, so this is under paleo stress analysis. Right there, paleo stress. Under the what we have discussed that this is a homogeneous rock. Homogeneous rock. That means it has no fracture area. This is a homogeneous rock. It is no fracture area. No pre-existing fracture. That is the situation first. In that case, suppose you have a stress sigma 1, sigma 3 this side, sigma 2 this side. Suppose there is a stress, then you get fractures this way. Like this, one set of fracture will be like this. So this angle, this angle with sigma 1, this plane will be 30 degree. Around 30 degree. You may get another set of fracture also this way, opposite way. So this angle will be another 30 degree. Understand? So this is a very ideal case where there is no fracture earlier and first time the stress is being applied. Then 30 degree principle works. Otherwise it will not work, na? So here, then I showed you something like this. If there is a stress sigma 1 like this, and this is sigma 3 like this. With sigma 2 has no role there. If it is a homogeneous rock, sigma 2 has no role. First time you are developing a fracture, the sigma 2 has no role. The fracture will pass through the sigma 2. So if this is the case, then sigma 1 will be having a normal stress, sigma 3 will be having a normal stress. Both will be contributing a normal stress. So the combined normal stress is this. And for sigma 1, there will be shear stress going downward. For sigma 3, it will be going like this. But out of this, it will result out. This is bigger. Sigma shear stress for sigma 1 is bigger. So this will be going. The result one will be down. This will be bigger one. So there will down the slip. This is the result of shear stress. Maximum result shear stress. Then the faulting will take place along this plane, and this will be the lineation direction. The stretching lineations will be on the secant sides will develop parallel to this. The secant side will develop parallel to this. ऐसी secant side develop करेगा. That is what I have told you that day. Now we will go to the second case. See, if this is the block, and sigma 1 is working like this, so slip will be like this. So this is the maximum reserved shear stress. For sigma 1, this one, for sigma 3, opposite way, but the maximum will be this. That is the reason. This is the normal stress, this is the shear stress. Along this secant side will develop, like this. On the fault plane, you get the lineations, they are parallel to this. That is. And here I have told you, on this plane, 90 degree to the stretching lineation, or the secant side will be, the shear stress will be 0. Zero shear stress it is called, perpendicular to stretching lineation. So this is 0 shear stress. Zero shear stress. This much you remember. This is essential for fault slip analysis. Zero shear stress is also important. 90 degree to secant side it is the zero shear stress. ठीक है ना? Up to this I have told, and then I ask you to draw a stereonet. So in this stereonet plot the fault plane first. Fault plane is like this, you know. Fault plane is like this. The silicon sides will be here, no? Like this. Silicon sides are like this. This is the fault plane. These are the silicon sides. Now, so this will be the zero shear stress. Tau is equal to 0. Here tau is maximum. That is what? Tau is maximum. Then this is the pole. Pole will be, suppose this is the center of the diagram. So pole will be here. Pole. You can write P. Pole. Then you draw a movement plane. Something like this, you know. Passing through this point and this point. It may pass through center, it may not pass through center. Anywhere it can pass, no? Depending on this one. It's a orientation curve. If it is directly down dip, it will pass through the center. If it is little inclined, it will not pass through. That is what that way we saw, na? If it is little inclined this way, you know. Here it is. Inclined means it will have pitch, na? This will come to this point. This will pass through like this. It will not go through the center. If it is down dip, just like down dip like this, then it has to go through the center and pass through like this. Understood now up to this point? So this is the movement plane. Movement plane is that's very important. So movement plane contains your P max pole. Sigma 1, sigma 3 will also come from here. That plane is virtually, you know, that plane which we are talking about, movement plane is like this. You see? It will contain stretching lineation. It will contain the pole. So this will also carry sigma 1 and sigma 3. On this, तो sigma 1 कैसे निकल रहा है आपको? यहाँ से अब 30 डिग्री जाओ. So this will be sigma 1. Then यहाँ से 90 डिग्री इधर जाओगे तो ये होगा sigma 3. This is the principle. You remember? कुछ बोलना है?
90 डिग्री कहाँ से जाना है?
ये sigma 1 से 90 डिग्री जाना है. sigma 1 and sigma 3 angle is 90 degree ना. So you go. So this construction is correct when you are producing a fault for the first time. First time the fault was created. So follow this point like this. Plotting, this understanding is followed ना. हाँ.
Tau is equal to 0 is 90 degree from the movement plane.
हाँ, तो 90 डिग्री यहाँ से मूवमेंट प्लेन से 90 डिग्री आ जाए इधर. जहाँ स्ट्रेचिंग लिनिएशन यहाँ प्लॉट होता है तो 90 डिग्री आते हैं. स्ट्रेचिंग लिनिएशन को 90 डिग्री ऑन द फ्रंट प्लेन. So zero shear stress is 90 degree from silicon side on the fault plane. On the fault plane. समझा ना? Because slip will be taking place like this, the maximum resolved shear stress. तो इधर कोई slip मारेगा नहीं ना 90 डिग्री में, इसलिए तो zero shear stress होता है. Up to this point correct. Now अभी क्या डिस्कशन करेंगे? This is the first time when the fault is being created. But in the nature, you know, already fractures are there. Because now suppose today you want to create a fracture, you know, in some quartzites present in the Aravalli. Aravalli locks are created during Proterozoic time. Since then some deformation is happening, you know. So fractures are already there. And now you want to create a fault on it. So those fractures will be taking care of this slip. You cannot create new fracture. New fracture आप कर ही नहीं सकते हैं. So follow this point ना. New fractures cannot be created. Sometimes, you know, people may ask, you know, the rock in a crust is much harder than crust itself. You are understanding ना? Suppose आप एक crust का एक छोटा सा rock ले लो, it is much harder than the crust itself. With crust में कितना fracture है? आप crust को deformation करना चाहते हैं, easily कर सकते हैं. But you cannot break a small rock in it. Understand that? So crust, a small piece You understand? A small piece of rock from the crust is much harder, much harder than the crust itself. Much harder than the crust itself. कि क्रस्ट में सब कितना फ्रैक्चर, सपोज हिमालय माउंटेन बेल्ट इज क्रिएटेड, so पहले तो वहाँ फ्रैक्चर था तो उधर, so fractures were easily created or those fractures were activated, but if you want to break a small piece from Himalaya it is very difficult because उसमें तो फ्रैक्चर नहीं है, छोटा वाला पीस में उसमें ज़्यादा स्ट्रेस लगेगा, ये प्रॉब्लम, ठीक है ना? So what he says, सपोज इसमें इरेज कर देता हूँ, so his description is something like this. Suppose you have a rock which is already fractured, you see, that means it has a fabric. It is already fractured, already fractured, so it is a rock having a fabric. Rock having a fabric. Fabric, you understand, a fracture, cystosity, something. Orientation. Now you see, suppose आपका पास ऐसा है, ऐसा एक हॉरिजॉन्टल फैब्रिक, हॉरिजॉन्टल फैब्रिक, एक केस में बताता हूँ, और एक केस है as history planes are like this, already they are there. ऐसा और एक मैं केस बताता हूँ आपको, बस 2 डायमेंशन आउट करेगा, so here it is 30 degree, here it is about 7 degree, ऐसा already fractures are there, rock. Cystoseric could be cystoseric plane also by fractures. Now, understood ना? ठीक है ना? Now let us start the case here. Here I am put a sigma 1 line. Sigma 1. तो रॉक कैसे ब्रेक करेगा? रॉक का तो ओरिजिनल ओरिएंटेशन 30 डिग्री में ब्रेक करना चाहिए, तो 30 डिग्री का तो ऑलरेडी फ्रैक्चर है, जल्दी ब्रेक करेगा, with less stress you can break it, because rock is a fracture, there is already a fabric in 30 degree orientation, so it will easily break. Easily break करेगा, understood ना? Now I will put another diagram. पहले 30 डिग्री हम एक्सप्लेन किया कि easily break because there is already a fracture along 30 degree, so उसको शूट करिए. मैं सपोज देयर इज अ फ्रैक्चर एट 45 डिग्री, 45 डिग्री में है, 45 30 डिग्री में नहीं है, 45 डिग्री में है, समझा ही नहीं समझा? तो क्या करेगा, इसमें ब्रेक करने के लिए चूज करेगा या 30 डिग्री में क्रिएट करेगा? 45 में ही ब्रेक करेगा, क्योंकि 30 डिग्री के लिए इट हैज टू अप्लाई मोर स्ट्रेस, then developing a fracture at 45 degree. So 45 degree में break करेगा. तो follow this point ना. Similarly 70 degree, it will break at 70 degree position, So ऐसे slip करेगा. This will slip like this, ये 45 degree ना, 45 degree में ऐसे slip करके निकल जाएगा. ऐसे slip करेगा. 45 degree. It will not create new fracture at 30 degree. कभी नहीं करेगा क्योंकि rock is already having a fracture. 70 degree में वो वही है. It may require little more, but it will break. 70 degree में ना ऐसे slip करेगा. But यहाँ इसको होना नहीं हो रहा है की बात हो गया. Having a horizontal fracture, has no meaning. If we apply a stress like this, na, this will rather prefer to create a 30-degree fracture. क्योंकि जो 90 डिग्री में है, कुछ shearing में कुछ difference नहीं करता है. Since this fabric is at 90 degree position, perpendicular na. So on this fabric, no slip will occur. No slip will occur. But इसमें slip will occur. ये तो बहुत easy, ये सबसे easy. Understood this part or not telling you? समझा नहीं? हाँ? नहीं, suppose I ask you, you put this. वो पहले वाला डायग्राम नहीं है. पहले वाला डायग्राम मतलब क्या है? अब फॉल्ट प्लेन इज 45 डिग्री डीप ना, तो यहाँ स्ट्रेचिंग लिनिएशन है, स्लिपिंग साइड इधर है, पोल इज हियर, so this is the movement plane. If you take 30 degree from here, this will be wrong ना. कितना लेंगे आप, कैसे पता लगेगा? See, here you know, like this you know. Original 45 degree में था, कितना था, they do not know ना, because it is created in a different incident, different event, and slip is happening in a different event. If it is created at the same event, you know, first case, so it will be, you know, the 30 degree to the, नहीं suppose ऐसे हो गया 70 डिग्री में स्लिप कर रहा है, 45 डिग्री में भी स्लिप कर रहा है, अब कितना एंगल लेंगे, वो पहले 45 था कि नहीं था, क्या पता? अभी तो स्लिप हो गया है. It is not creating for the first time. So there are different methods to adopt. You understand this part. This point you understand or not, tell me. Again I will explain. See, suppose you have this homogeneous rock here. You have this homogeneous. कोई fracture नहीं है इसमें. You are giving a stress. No. So the fracture is created at 30 degree position. पहले फ्रैक्चर होगा ना, वो 30 डिग्री एंगल में इसको, ये जो सिग्मा 1 है, इसके साथ 30 डिग्री करेगा ही करेगा. अंडरस्टैंड ना? Now what is happening? You see, suppose there is a already fabric like this, you know, इसमें स्लिप हो गया, और ऐसे था, इसमें स्लिप हो गया, 30 डिग्री पोजीशन में कुछ स्लिप हो गया. तो आप 30 सपोज कैसे सोचेंगे ये फ्रैक्चर? सोच नहीं सकते हैं ना. डेफिनेटली ये सिग्मा 1 मोस्टली फ्रॉम हियर, और तो स्लिप कैसे हुआ, पर कितना एंगल में हुआ? ये पहले 45 में, अभी तो 45 डिग्री में देख रहे हैं आप, ये 45 डिग्री में था जब स्लिप हुआ. यू डू नॉट नो ना. Only maximum you can say, since this slip is normal slip, sigma 1 must be like this from here. It cannot be 30 degree from the secant side, because this fault is not created at the for the first time. Understood this part or not? Suppose you have a situation like this, you know the listric faults are also there. Listric faults ऐसे होता है ना, ऐसा listric faults सोवेल टाइप होता है. So यहाँ भी secant sides are there. Gradually you go secant sides are here. Gradually secant sides are there. Then you are measuring this part. So you will get a fault plane orientation on the secant side. So how much angle will go? यहाँ लेंगे. How much angle will go? To follow this point. But this is same fault. There will be one stress only. One stress. So if that is the case, by just taking 30 degree you are doing a mistake. Definitely sigma 1 somewhere lying here. But what angle it is lying, you do not know. You understand this part? Huh? If there is a pre-existing fabric, this method, 30 degree methods you cannot adapt. Because 30 degree method is adapted only when it is created for the first time. If it is a pre-existing fault and the movement is taking place now, you cannot apply this 30 degree position. Other principle has to be applied. So many times you will see, you know, you can measure these lichen sites, but you cannot apply this 30 degree position वाला नहीं कर सकते. In fault creation of the fault, sometimes the movement which you see as the lichen sites has taken place much later. The earlier lichen sites will be all removed. Suppose there is a fault, first time it was created and you have some lichen sites. A slip हुआ था. Next time suppose there is another slip, all these earlier lichen sites now will be removed. Suppose ऐसे अभी strike slip हो गया, so they will be like this. So creation of the fault and the movement of this fault, they are two different things. Follow this point ना? तो इसलिए this method is cannot. So this is the 30 degree angle method. You cannot adapt. But principally you understand what you are doing. Silicon site होता है maximum shear stress. Pole किधर रहता है? This is fault plane. Now, for this type of things, what he does is, for a pre-existing fabric, this is a pre-existing fabric. This is a pre-existing. Understood now? So there a method, you know, is called dihedra or trihedra. That name also. The name is not very important, but you should know the names. Trihedra. But same method is. Some people like the right dihedra, right trihedra. इसमें क्या होता है? Understand. Understood ना? Why you are going for this? Because the 30 degree angle method does not work. So, you see, suppose you have a pre-existing fabric, like, you know, there are textures like these, textures like these. Understood? Not only one set, there could be another set also. So many fractures could be there. There may be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sets of fractures. In the field you must be observing. There may be some joint, there may be some fracture, then many things could be the pre-existing fabric. So if that is the case, in each fabric there must have a displacement. Now suppose you are pressing from this side. जो फैब्रिक ऐसे है, ओरिएंटेड है, उसमें स्लिप ऐसे क्या होगा? जिसमें थोड़ा ऐसे होगा, वो स्लिप ऐसे हो गया होगा. जो इस तरफ डिप करता होगा, स्लिप मस्ट हैव टेकन दैट साइड आल्सो. Understood ना? So orientation of the fault plane, orientation of the lineations will be different ना? Because you have fabrics of different orientation. Suppose fault is like this, fabric is like this. So silicon sides will be like this, if it is like this. Silicon side will be like this. So you will have fault of different orientation. If there is a pre-existing fabric and a fault, a stress is working, you will get faults of different orientation. Different orientation means strike dip will be different. Silicon sides direction will be different. है कि नहीं? Now what it says, you know, how to do it. Suppose one fault plane is 30 degree. Here it is between 50 degree. And silicon sides are like this. There could be another, you know, 310 degree strike. The fault plane is this side. This could be, you know, 40 degree. Different orientation, na? It cannot be single fault. See, when there are pre-existing faults, same stress system will create faults of different direction. होगा कि नहीं? ये चीज बोलता है. So there will be different readings. So what you have to do? You take this unit and plot one fault. Just plot this fault, 30 degree, 50 degree. One fault you first plot. Suppose they have what? F1 50 degree deep, and this is the secant scale. That is it. Follow this point now. एक फोल्ड ले लो, आपको है क्या नहीं, बाद में करेगा, बाद में you will do it, but first learn this one, then you will do it. Yeah? I will give you 10 readings, and you do it in 10 stereo units. एक में नहीं होगा ये, इसलिए बोलता पहले देखो क्या करता है. So earlier what you are doing, you are plotting the pole, fine. This is the pole, this is the P max na, this is the P max. Now whether fabric is this way, fabric is this way, fabric is this way, no problem, but slip will take place along maximum shear. That is the fundamental. The slip will take place on that plane along that direction where maximum resolved shear stress was. So ये maximum resolved shear stress हो गया. Then you plot the P0. सब में ऐसे करना पड़ेगा. P0 प्लॉट कर रहा हूँ. समझा नहीं? करके then earlier what you are doing, you are drawing this movement plane, na? Now movement plane you cannot draw. The movement plane has no use now. So what you have to draw is P0 P plane. ऐसा P0 P plane करना पड़ेगा आप. Instead of drawing movement plane, no movement plane now. Draw P0 pole plane. You have to draw this one now. Earlier you are drawing this plane, now you draw this plane. Passing through this. Understood na? This also you can have na. ये थ्रेड हो गया, इसका 40 डिग्री इधर है ना, ये 310 60 डिग्री डीप, ये 40 डिग्री लिनिएशन है, 40 डिग्री लिनिएशन. So how to draw pole is here. So you done this. No, P0 will be 90 degree here. So this will be T0 and this is pole. Understand na? So these are two different procedures. Different procedures to do. So here you are drawing the plane P0 and P plane. So by drawing this thing, you are dividing this stereo net into 4 quadrants. Dividing this stereo net into 4 quadrants, you see. Here also 1, 2, 3. नीचे भी एक होगा ना. This itself represents 2 quadrants. This represents 2 quadrants. 4 quadrants. Understood ना? ना पहले होता तो पहले का जो एक प्रोसीजर था, फिर हुआ सिग्मा 1 was here ना. पहले के प्रोसीजर sigma 1 was here, 30 degree you are going on the movement plane. So here what you are creating, you cannot point out sigma 1 na? So this entire quadrant, ये पूरा ये sigma 1 के लिए आपको रखना पड़ेगा. कहीं भी इधर है, यही उसका प्रोसीजर है. It cannot be here, it may be here, you know. You are unable to point out because this point is not created first time, na? It is a pre-existing structure. So this quadrant is sigma 1 quadrant, and these 2 quadrants, ये जो है ये sigma 2 3 का हो गया, ये sigma 3 का हो गया. इधर होता ये 4 quadrant भी हुआ. So which one is sigma 1 quadrant? पहले के प्रोसीजर याद करो. तो यहाँ आता था ना sigma 1. So this quadrant is sigma 1 का नाम. ये दोनों पेयर सिग्मा 1 का क्वाड्रेंट हो गए। लेकिन आई ड्रॉ ये सिग्मा 3 के क्वाड्रेंट होंगे। You follow this point or not? Tell me. Huh? Hello.